man, you should've never doubted me. The pain and the struggle followed me. My daddy never been that bothered me. And these cold streets made a man of me.
What is going on, everybody? It's your host with the most, Philly Jim, coming at you with another video. And welcome to the newest edition of the Eagles Draft Room, where we take a dive into the best of the best college football prospects in this upcoming NFL draft. Today, we are going to take a look at Ole Miss wide receiver A.J. Brown. So A.J. Brown is a really good receiver from Mississippi, and this guy is being a little bit overshadowed by his teammate DK Metcalf, who had a very impressive combine. And everyone knows like how big DK Metcalf is and how he looks like he's on roids and all that shit. But let me tell you something about this guy, A.J. Brown. This guy, A.J. Brown, could go on to an NFL team tomorrow and he would make them a better team. It's just he brings so many different things to the table. First of all, he has good size. He has speed. He is not... The only knock on him, that if you can even call this a knock, is that the guy doesn't have burner speed. He's not Tyreek Hill. He's not Deshaun Jackson. You know, he's not Marquise Brown, who I am also planning on making a video about as I take a look at these wide receivers. But the guy is not slow. He just doesn't have burner speed. Some of the biggest things you need to know about A.J. Brown coming out of the draft. First of all, the Eagles are very interested in him. They have been in contact with him, and he will be visiting with the Philadelphia Eagles if he hasn't already. I don't think he's visited with them yet, but I do think there is a pre-draft visit that is going to happen. So, things you need to know about this guy. He is so dangerous after the catch. He is so smart. He will catch the ball and he will just take one look at the defender. And when he takes that look at the defender, he for some reason, he knows what they're going to do. He knows what kind of angle they're going to do, and he moves around them and he gets more yards. And if he makes the right move, there were several times watching his tape where he made one guy miss and it was sayonara. He was just gone. He is dangerous in the open field. He is a very reliable target. He makes catches in the clutch. I'm going to show you guys 3 plays that really stood out to me. I found it on one of his highlight tapes, but I also I went back and I watched game against Auburn. That's one of his better games this season, I think. A couple other games, and there was just so many things about him that stood out. He's a reliable target. He can make the tough catches. He can do what you need him to do, and like I said, he is so dangerous in the open field. He's tough. He's gritty. He would fit what people love on a football team here in Philadelphia. He would love it here in Philadelphia, and the fans would love him. So, like I said, he just comes up in the clutch. When you need a play, he will make that play for you. When you need him to catch a ball on 3rd and 15, he will do that. He did that several times at Ole Miss. There's this one play where it's like 3rd and 15. Not only does he catch the ball, he makes the man miss. Like I say, he is so dangerous after the catch. I will continue to harp on how dangerous he is after the catch. People talk about, just think about what Golden Tate was like. Golden Tate is like, he's known as the Yak King because yards after catch, he gets them. This guy is like Golden Tate, but he's a bigger, stronger, more physical version of him. He is tough like Golden Tate, and he's dangerous after the catch like Golden Tate. But he makes the man miss on this one play, and he goes all the way and he scores. He scores on this 3rd and 15 play. He makes the man miss. He gets into the open field and he scores. He is an unbelievable player. That play was on a 3rd and 15, by the way. So it wasn't like, oh, it was 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. It was 3rd and 15. He catches the ball, makes the guy miss. Next thing you know, he's in the end zone. He takes the ball and he scores over the plane. This guy is like, he is unbelievable, man. I am really high on this guy. He is projected to be a 1st-round pick. I would be surprised if he was not selected in the 1st round. And I think it's possible that the Eagles will select this guy in the 1st round. And I know that sounds crazy, thinking about the last thing you would expect for us to do after the moves we made this offseason, bringing in Deshaun Jackson. You guys would not expect us to take a wide receiver in the 1st round. But I will say this, if he is on the board at 25, I do think the Eagles will take the best player available. And if he is the best player available, they will take him in the 1st round. That is how good of a player he is. So go ahead and one last thing I want to say is if you bring in a guy like A.J. Brown, it will be so beneficial to this team because you have veteran guys in here. Even Nelson Aguilar is a veteran to some degree. He's been in the league since 2015. So, he's had to overcome a lot. So he does have that knowledge that he can pass down to younger players who first come into the league. And, of course, you have Alshon Jeffrey, veteran wide receiver, along with Deshaun Jackson, guys who have been around the league and they know how to play at the next level. They can pass a lot of knowledge down to A.J. Brown. So go ahead and look at these of my top 3 plays from A.J. Brown at Ole Miss.
Keel doesn't panic, doesn't show a lot of emotion. Throws a perfect strike there, complete 1st down and more. Brown dives. Touchdown.
Up play action.
Watch this move to the outside and watch his awareness. He knows exactly where the sideline is.
Up play action, A.J. Brown. Patterson sold it, and Brown brings it home.
Injury, rather. He's been able to do it through a number of games.
Tamu's pass to A.J. Brown. Caught 1st down and a whole lot more. Oh, what a move by A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Ole Miss, 31 yards.
There you have it, guys. What have we learned about A.J. Brown? A.J. Brown is dangerous after the catch. He has a big frame. He can use his big frame to take advantage of defensive backs who are not as big as him. That is one of the best parts of his game. He has very reliable hands. He can be an immediate contributor to this Philadelphia Eagles team from day one. With that being said, that is it, guys. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. Phillies game is on right now. I'm going to get to watch the rest of that Phillies game. And don't be shy, guys. If you guys would like for me to do one of these on a player that you like and that you think the Eagles should draft, leave a comment down below and let me know what player you would like for me to do an episode of the Draft Room on, and I will get all over that this week. I am planning on doing a couple of videos about wide receivers. There's a lot of wide receivers I'm going to look at because I really, really, really think that we are going to take a wide receiver. Just because, number one, we do need to start thinking. It's about that time where we need to start thinking about getting younger at the position. Alshon Jeffrey's not getting any younger. Deshaun Jackson's not getting any younger. We'll see if we bring back Nelson Aguilar. Another good thing about A.J. Brown is this guy, he can play the outside or he can play the slot. So if things don't work out with Nelson Aguilar and we don't want to re-sign him, guess what? We take him, A.J. Brown, he can play the slot receiver for years to come. But let me know what you guys thought about this video. Let me know if there's a player you want me to do. With that being said, go Birds. I'm out.